In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the rear air shock on your Nissan Armada. Located behind the rear wheels, let's get started. Using a 21mm socket, go ahead and remove the lug nuts. If you have issues removing the tire, what you can do is just put one lug nut back in, no matter which one you put in. Don't put it all the way, of course. And I'm gonna be using a mallet, and I'm gonna be hitting the tire from the inside. Remove the lug nut that we previously installed. And now we can go ahead and remove the tire. After we remove the tire, if you notice behind the caliper is gonna be the air shock. The next thing we need to do, we need to disconnect the line. Just keep in mind there is going to be air coming out of that when you take it off, so make sure you're wearing safety glasses. I'm gonna go ahead and use a small pry tool, and what we need to do, we need to push the line inwards. And as we do that, we're gonna go ahead and use the pry tool, pry on the orange tab, and next, just pull the line out. Now move the line to the side, away from the shock. The next thing we need to do, we need to put some pressure on the suspension. I'm gonna be using a screw jack to put some pressure on the suspension. I'm gonna go ahead and put it underneath the lower control arm. Go ahead and just apply some pressure to it. Do not lift the vehicle with it. That should be enough. Next up, using a 19mm socket, go ahead and remove this knot. Remove the knot. And now we're gonna take this washer out and just moving it to the side. We're gonna put it right over here so we know it goes right on the top. Next up, we're gonna be moving on to the bottom of the air shock and removing this 21mm bolt. Using a 21mm socket, go ahead and remove the bolt. Hold the shock and take it out. Now grab onto the bottom, slide it out, and then go up through the top. And here's the assembly. Moving over to a bench, we see the bushing that we need to swap out from the old air shock to the new one. We're gonna go ahead and slide it. Make sure you take a picture so you know the orientation of this. Go ahead and take it off. Move the old shock out of the way. The first thing we need to do, we need to remove the nut that comes in from the factory. Now we can get our bushings in, remembering the orientation. Slide the first one. And the second one. Now we slide this one. And this one's gonna go like that once we get to the vehicle. We're gonna be sliding the new assembly the same way the old one came out. I'm gonna go up through the top, slide it in, grab it from the bottom, go ahead and line up the hole, push it through. Slide it at the bottom. And now we can go ahead and install the nut that goes on the top. Go ahead and put on the washer that we previously got out of the way. Go ahead and install the nut. After you catch some threads, we're now gonna move on to the bottom of the shock to install the bolt. Next up on the bottom, to help us line up the hole, I'm gonna go ahead and use a small pry bar. Push up. As you do that, go ahead and slide the bolt. Start it by hand. We can now go ahead and snug it up. Do not tighten all the way yet. Now we can go ahead and snug the top nut. Now we can go ahead and torque the top nut to 45 foot-pounds. And now we can torque the bottom bolt to 166 foot-pounds. Now we can go ahead and remove the screw jack. And now we can go ahead and connect the line. Simply slide it in and make sure you bottom it out. Install the tire. Now we can go ahead and install the lug nuts by hand. Snug everything up in a star pattern. With the vehicle on the ground, we're gonna go ahead and torque the lug nuts to 98 foot-pounds in a star pattern. Put the vehicle on the ground, and as soon as you start the vehicle, the airbag should fill up on its own. If you have any issues with the air suspension not coming on, the air suspension system may need to be readjusted.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.